Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is your host, your commentator, speaking for another week in a row. It is Upstate Remy. Hope everyone's having a great day today. We have an action-packed show, and guess what? We have a new UWF arena for today's show. I am so excited to show you all what we cooked up for our new arena, but we're going to get right into the match card right now. We have a packed show here today. First match up, we have Mad Dog West and Gus Neville in the first ever dog pound match in history. Gus Neville going to walk into the dog pound. We got the Creed brothers taking on a new team of Tyler Black and Kevin Steen. Can the ROH boys get it done? Then we have Akira Tozawa and Jukiba singles action later on. And then the openweight champion Thea taking on a new debut, Akari Shidori. And then for our next match, what's this? Brian Reynolds?
I have things that I need to get off my chest, so shut up and let the standard speak.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, let's talk about last week, as your boy, the standard Brian Reynolds, took out the Gorillas of Destiny. No help from Marcus Andrews, by the way. But, speaking of Marcus Andrews, let's talk for a second. You see, a peculiar name decided to make me and Andrews a tag team, which I didn't want to do. I was hoping that Andrews was going to get fired, replaced, something amazing. But no, I got thrown into a tag team match. And by who, you ask? Oh, I'm glad you decided to ask that question, because you see, a specific name came up on a Dream Opponents list. And that was me. But by who, you ask? The general manager of UWF. That's right, I'm talking about the loser, Remy Martin. So Remy, since you decided to make me last on your list, I might as well be your first. So step up with your two-piece suit looking like a jackass and get into my ring now.
What kind of disrespect is this?
Oh, wow. Wow. Talking all that shit, but you can't come out here and actually fight me? I guess I'll have to see you at some other point. But just remember, I'll be keeping my eye on you, Remy. Till next time.
What was that? We still have a show to run for the first match coming right up. First contest, Mad Dog West and Gus Neville in the first ever dog pound match in history of matches in ever. But Brian Reynolds starting the show off. I'm sorry for the interruption, folks. That was not scheduled here in UWF. But for our first matchup, we have Gus Neville taking on Mad Dog West. Of course, Mad Dog West, the new hardcore champion, after defeating Jaden Payne for the show after High Stakes. After Mad Dog West tapped out, he came back the following week and squashed Jaden Payne, to say the least. But for Mad Dog West's first opponent, first title defense dog pound match, Gus Neville stepping up to the plate. And of course, last week, Gus Neville was actually in a battle royale to determine Thea's #1 contender for her openweight championship. We saw Taryn Breeze win that battle royale in a crazy final to Michelle Gonzalez. Gus Neville, unfortunately, did not come out on top, but that's why he's here today, because he deserves another shot, because he's, honestly, Gus Neville's been on a tear as of late here in UWF, so he definitely deserves this shot. But, Gus Neville, are you ready for what you're about to go through? Jaden Payne could tell you exactly what he went through, and he could tell you to not go through with this match. He would tell you to sneak through the back and not go on with this match, but Gus Neville is not a little bitch. Gus Neville is here, and he is in the ring, and Mad Dog West is walking down with that security team right to the ring. This is your new hardcore champion, the king of the dog pound, Mad Dog West. Just think about it. How crazy is it that one night on a big stage in Vegas, You lose to Jaden Payne, where Jaden Payne retains. But then the following week later, you are okay. No scrapes, no bruises. But Jaden Payne has a bandage around his waist, around his body, around his arm. But you are fine. And then you squash him and become the new hardcore champion. And now the era of Mad Dog West is here, and we are seeing it in front of our eyes. Gus Novell is about to be the first victim to Mad Dog West's story. But we can't take anything away from Gus Novell. Gus Novell is a very strong competitor. He has been wanting this opportunity, whether it's for the hardcore, the television, the fucking world championship. Gus Novell's been waiting for this opportunity for a while since he came here to UWF. Dog Pound match rules. This is basically an underground match. If you're familiar with the underground match, you can win via pinfall, submission, no knockouts. So if you get knocked out, you have to get the fuck back up. No ropes are on the ring. There's no disqualification. Weapons are allowed. There's no time limit. And there are weapons under that ring and around the ring. Mad Dog West's weapons of choice. I guess we'll find out what they are. But Mad Dog West's first title defense here in the books. And that's what it's all about. Hardcore Championship. This is the next level of hardcore, and we're off. The bell rings. Oh my god! Gus Novell already bleeding, and it wouldn't be a hardcore championship match if there was no blood involved. Oh my god. Oh my god! We're starting things off with a bang! Mad Dog West is no joke, ladies and gentlemen. What can you say? Look at this suplex. Oh my god. Landing Gus's leg right on that step, on the steel steps. But look at Gus trying to get back in this thing, but Mad Dog West is not letting Gus get any breathing room. This is what I was worried about. In the first 10 seconds, Mad Dog West chopped the living hell out of Gus Novell's forehead, and he just threw him out of the ring and onto those steel steps. What a match already. And this match just started. This match just started. Gus Novell, I haven't even got a chance to talk about the ring yet. The arena, we got a new arena. We got a new mat. We got a new, oh my god, new venue here in UWF. Our budgets went up a little bit. And went for the kick, this little cyclone kick. But Mad Dog West getting out of the way there. And look at Mad Dog. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my Jesus. Mad Dog West is a monster. You thought Kane or The Undertaker or The Big Show or Mark Henry was strong? You thought they were monsters? Well, look no further as you watch Mad Dog West with his first title defense in a dog pound match. The first of many, I would assume. And now going for the cover early on with the arm in the face, just the one count. You gotta do more to put Mad Dog West away. That is for goddamn certain. Jesus Christ. Look at Mad Dog. That forearm, the jabs and the combos. Sending Gus back on the barricade. Mad Dog West unloading on Gus Novell. Oh my god, oh my god. Mad Dog West with the suplex on that barricade. And Mad Dog's not done there. He's not done. He's not nowhere near done. Gus Novell is in heaps of trouble. Mad Dog West letting us know that this reign as hardcore champion is going to take more to put him away than just a few elbow drops. The ref trying to position herself, couldn't even get a 1 count. Jesus, and look at Gus trying to get a little breather. Look at the bloody face of Gus Novell, and oh, what a kick from Gus, trying to show some signs of life. Oh my god, just picking up Mad Dog by the head. You don't see that often. And look at Gus, no, Mad Dog, the punch to the midsection, and Gus right back at him with a punch of his own. Up on his shoulders, Gus Novell, no, Mad Dog, those elbows scraping the face up. Oh my god, look at Gus now throwing Mad Dog by the steel steps. trying to get more of a breather. These two, the first match of many here tonight, and we are just weeks away from our next premium live event. Don't ask me what that's gonna be. I'm sure there'll be an announcement in the Discord or on Twitter here soon, either before the show airs or after. I'm hoping before, so you guys will probably know. You guys will probably know what the next premium live event is going to be. I'm sure you can probably guess, because it's going to be July soon, so put the dots together. We're just on the brink of summer. We are basically in summer. And oh my god! Mad Dog Wes with the Superman punch, and he's not quite done yet. He's not done yet. With the knee right to the face. Going for the cover. Gus Novel's in trouble. And what a kick out from Gus Novell, staying alive in this matchup. We are only just a few minutes. Oh my god, Mad Dog West going to town on those fingers. We are just a few minutes in the... Oh my god, the headbutts. We're just a few minutes in this match. Gus Novell is already bleeding. He got thrown out of the ring, quite literally. There is blood all over at ringside. I mean, what can you expect from a hardcore championship match? Throwing Gus right to those steel steps. Now, the kicks right to the ribs, mocking Gus Novell, but with Gus Novell not having any of it. And there, Gus Novell with the Hurricanrana. Going for the cover. Hook on the leg. Mad Dog West could lose right here. Imagine if Mad Dog West lost off of that on his first title defense. That would have been something. Let's say that. Mad Dog West. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Gus Novell with the Scorpion Death drop for the cover. New champion. No! Gus Novell putting everything on display here in front of upstate New York. Gus Novell. As you see in the ring there, we got the 5-year anniversary Team Inferno logo. We got the Red Bull logo, Paradox in the ring. Oh my god. Gus Novell thrown into the steps again. June 5th was 5-year anniversary of Team Inferno organization as a whole. If you don't know what Team Inferno is, do your research, because I'm not going to tell you, because I got a match to commentate. Gus Novell with another Papa Hurricanrana, and this match is unreal. Gus Novell telling Mad Dog West to bring some, but you don't want to do that. I promise you, you do not want to do that, Gus. The crowd loving this. Gus Novell bleeding from head to toe. And Mad Dog West getting a weapon. Oh my god. And it's her! Mad Dog West with his signature weapon. The plank with the spikes in it. And no Gus Novell fighting back though. These combinations. Kick to the midsection. Flipping him off his feet. Gus Novell picking Mad Dog back up. Went for a high kick but couldn't get it. Now these jabs. And a clothesline down to Gus Novell. And look at Mad Dog going back to work. Just, oh my god, that's gotta hurt. Clanking two heads together. That cannot feel good. But Gus went for another kick, but Mad Dog caught him. And just, oh my god, throwing Gus' shoulder first into that turnbuckle with no ropes on it. No turnbuckle padding! The Black Mass and Mad Dog insult to injury. Oh my god. Mad Dog West, the power! Mad Dog going for the cover, and Gus is in trouble. That's gotta do it, but no. And Mad Dog's livid. Mad Dog is upset that he can't get the job done. Gus Novell laying in a pool of blood. This is what you signed up for, Gus. Welcome to your funeral! Oh my god! Mad Dog Wes. Welcome to the dog pound, Gus. Oh my, unloading on the knee. And right to the referee. What did the ref do to deserve that? And now Gus. Oh my god, oh my god. Knee right to the face once again. And Mad Dog is in full control. And look at Mad Dog. But no, Gus sliding under. Gus is still in this. For a discus boot. And just throw it. No, not yet. Go for the German suplex off the ring. No. And Mad Dog's finally busted open. He's off the ring. Falling right out of the ring. And Gus looking for a weapon of his own. It's a bag. And I assure you, that's not a bag of Legos. That is a bag of thumbtacks, but Mad Dog not letting him do anything with it. But look at Gus, no, Mad Dog back at him with a jawbreaker. And Mad Dog, Gus looking for the La Maestro roll up. What a kick out from the champ. And now Mad Dog caught Gus. Oh my god, went for a chop to throw him off the edge. But Gus moving out of the way, back in the ring now. And oh my god, Mad Dog just get thrown off the ring. No ropes. That is the danger of a match like this. But Mad Dog with the headbutt. What a, oh my god, on the barricade. What a match this is. Mad Dog on the barricade. What are you looking to do? Mad Dog Wes! The double axe and going for the cover outside of the ring. Oh my, Mad Dog just letting Gus out of the pin. That could have been it for all we know. That could have been a 3 count, but Mad Dog Wes wants to put more pain into his opponent. Oh my god, just carrying Gus Neville like a baby back into the ring. And look at Mad Dog Wes standing over his opponent. Oh my god, Mad Dog Wes, please. Oh my, another black mass. Picking him back up. Just feasting on his prey. With another knee to the face. Cover that. 1, 2, 3. And still, your hardcore champion. The first and probably of many dog pound matches. What a match. What a retain for your hardcore champion, Mad Dog Wes. Before our next match up, the Creed brothers take on Tyler Black and Kevin Steen. Can the ROH boys get it done? Hey you, yes you. Not you, Stokely. No free samples here, bud. You must be wondering, hey Remy, where'd you get the super cool hoodie and the super cool pants? Well, you can use my code REMY for 10% off at teaminferno.gg/shop. Team Inferno reached 5 years in this organization, and we have released the 5th year anniversary jerseys. Spread the flames, and you can get yours now. Not for you, Big Stoke. Stokely, what did I say? These are not for you! Now back to the show. And for our next matchup, after a grueling and brutal dog pound match, we have the Creed brothers in action versus a new team made up of some ROH superstars from back in the day, Tyler Black and Kevin Steen. Last week, we actually heard from Kevin Steen and Tyler Black that Kevin Steen was very hesitant on taking this tag team offer from Tyler Black, but he caved in, and we'll see if it works out in their favor. But the Creed brothers are looking to get back on track as they have Paul Heyman, the Advocate, the Oracle by their side. I mean, if you want anybody by your side, it is that man behind them, right in the middle, Paul Heyman. The Creed brothers, Julius Creed right there on your screen. Then right behind him is Brutus Creed. Then behind them is Paul Heyman. These two are part of Hell Cerberus, but they are also the Creed brothers. These two looking to get back on track here in the tag division, looking to get back in the rankings for tag team gold. How crazy would it be? The Creed brothers versus the Diamond Wolves. That would be a crazy matchup. And as you hear the UWF crowd, they know exactly who this is and where he's exactly from. This is Kevin Steen. How crazy was this man back in ROH, back in Ring of Honor? What a man this is. He will put you in the hospital and he will never look back. Kevin fucking Steen looking to team up with Tyler Black. These two were in somewhat separate eras of ROH back in the day, but I mean, let me clarify. These two are excellent one-on-one superstars, but as a team together, I guess we're gonna find out how they work. I mean, my assumption is that these two won't work well together at all, but I'm sure we'll see. And you hear the crowd again chanting ROH around the arena. They know exactly who these men are. And that's Tyler Black, baby. Tyler fucking Black and Kevin fucking Steen on the same team. If I was the Creed brothers, I would be a little concerned. I would be a little terrified. Because Tyler Black and Kevin Steen are not two people you want to team together. Because their mindset, I mean, Tyler Black wanted the tag team. Kevin Steen didn't want the tag team, but I'm sure when they're in the same match together on a team, they have the same goal in mind, to hurt you and win the match. Tyler Black and Kevin Steen versus the Creed brothers. Let's get it on. Tag team action. Julius Creed starting the ring with Kevin Steen. Ref, ring that bell. Now you can get a better look at this ring, though. Of course, got the Paradox logo, the 5-year Inferno logo, the Red Bull logo. I guess we are sponsored by Red Bull. That's how we were able to afford this bigger venue, I suppose. And then, like, Tyler Black already in the match, legal man in, Tyler Black and Julius Creed now. And Kevin Steen for a second. And Tyler Black was the one that actually wanted to be in this tag team with Kevin Steen. Kevin Steen was a little hesitant, but he gave in. We saw that last week where they were talking backstage. And look at Julius Creed now, knee to the gut, bringing Tyler Black into enemy territory. Or, well, friendly territory for him. But Tyler Black getting sent back into the other corner. Tyler Black now with Julius Creed. Look at this. Tyler Black with an inverted DDT. Tag back to Kevin Steen. Kevin Steen, of course. Very dangerous man. You do not want to be on the receiving side of a super kick like that. Julius Creed knows what it feels like now. And look at the stomps to the hand. The already taped up hands of Julius. Kevin Steen and Tyler Black would go crazy as solo acts. But a tag team, I guess we're finding that out now that maybe they can work well as a team. But Julius Creed and Brutus Creed, let's be honest, they've been a team for a long, long time. They're brothers. They've been a team for a long, long time. So the experience as a team, they have it. Experience as solo competitors, it's definitely Kevin Steen and Tyler Black. But at the end of the day, this is the Creed brothers' wheelhouse. Exhibit A. Look at this. In tandem. Tag team offense from the Creed brothers. Got Brutus Creed in now with Kevin Steen, but Kevin Steen moving out of the way from that knee drop. And look at the backbreaker and the club to the back of the neck. And look at Paul Heyman with a kendo stick in the ring. And look at Steen went for that running senton, but Brutus Creed with his knees up in time. Steen getting sent into his corner with Tyler Black. And look at Brutus, again, my commentating, I apologize. I promise that I know who the two are. I know what they look like. It's not like with the Usos back in like 2013. I didn't know which one was which. But look at Kevin Steen just picking Brutus up by his head. the strength of Steen. I mean, it's there. And look at Steen now unloading on Brutus Creed. And look at this! The strength of Steen on display once again. Elbow drop, no one's home. Look at Brutus sending Steen on the apron. The right hook by Brutus. And now look at Brutus! I mean, Steen, you might have the strength, but so does... And look at Paul Heyman trying to get in the ring. Trying to distract the referee, perhaps Kevin Steen as well. And look at Brutus. No, Brutus went for some right there, but Steen back at him, but Brutus kicked to the midsection. Back in the corner of the Creed brothers, and Julius trying to get a cheap shot in there, but Brutus caught him. Double axe handle to the back. And look at Steen rolling through, went for another clothesline perhaps. Brutus, Steen and Brutus going back and forth, back and forth. Look at Steen! Plants him down. Kevin Steen for the cover. But Julius is there to break it up right away. I mean, if you're in enemy territory, expect the pin to get broken up. But guess what? Julius Creed can't come back into the match unless he's tagged in. So, Julius needs to get tagged in. Brutus desperately needs a tag to his brother. And Tyler Black now on the receiving side of that elbow. And look at Brutus with an Olympic slam. Right to Tyler Black. Tyler Black kick to the head. And now throwing Brutus into the corner. But Brutus again, elbow up in time. Throwing Tyler Black back into the Creed brothers corner. And Brutus went for a tag, but Tyler Black, no one's there. He can't get a tag through, but Tyler Black perhaps looking for a tag of his own, and he does. Tag to Kevin Steen, looking for some ROH tag team offense. Look at Kevin Steen with an atomic drop, and Tyler Black with a big boot. And now Brutus sneaking a tag into Julius Creed, and look at Kevin Steen unloading with a forearm to Julius's face. Back in the corner of Kevin Steen, and there's a tag there, and now these two looking to get back to work. Oh no, oh my god, the arms are hooked, pile driver, super kick combination for the cover, hook on the leg of Julius Creed, and just a 2. Brutus Creed has faith in his brother to kick out of that one. Got a pile driver, super kick combination. That's dangerous. That is dangerous. That's why the pile driver was banned from WWE for a while. That move is dangerous. But instead, the Creed brothers just survive. Oh my, the moonsault from Julius. But Kevin Steen able to break it up. And Kevin Steen can't come back into the match unless he's tagged in. So Tyler, just like that, Julius knows that. So he tosses Tyler Black into the corner. And oh my god, the Creed brother offense. Brutus Creed up top. Just putting his body into Tyler Black for the cover. Tyler Black, leg is hooked. The Creed brothers, no. Tyler Black kicking out of that one. And look at, oh my god, what a kick from Black. And Tyler Black picking Brutus up to his, no, Brutus tossing Tyler Black into the corner. What a splash from Brutus Creed, the big man, oh my. And Tyler Black with a tag to Steen, and Brutus and Steen going at it now with an Irish whip, sending Brutus on the apron, and the right hooks. But Brutus, the forearm, back in the ring. And look at Steen, the waist lock, and the German suplex. Kevin Steen, picture perfect German suplex to Brutus Creed. But Brutus tossing Steen, and what a shoulder tackle. But Steen's already back up to his feet, and look at Brutus. But Steen, elbow up in time. Another Irish whip, and sent from Brutus. And sitting down Steen in the corner. And look at Brutus just lifting Steen up in the air, letting him fall down to the canvas. Went for a tag, but Steen couldn't get it. Brutus staying on top of it though. Oh my god. Brutus Creed, no, Steen. Kick to the shoulder, and the clothesline to the back. With the backbreaker, and Brutus crawling to the corner while Steen gets a tag over to his partner, Tyler Black. That's crazy to even say that Tyler Black and Steen are partners in this matchup. And look at Brutus. Look at Brutus. The clothesline to the back of of Tyler Black, but Tyler Black kicking him off. Back on his feet now. Irish whip back into the ROH Superstars corners. But now they're UWF Superstars, so what can you say? And oh my god! Just throwing Brutus Creed back in the corner. Brutus Creed needs a tag to his brother. Brutus. This would be a good time to go tagging your brother, Brutus. But Brutus wants to put more pain into his opponents. Brutus Creed just shoving his knee into the chest of Kevin Steen. Now Brutus with no Steen though, powering out of it with a big back body drop to Brutus Creed. And now Brutus again tossing Steen into their corner. In enemy territory, Brutus, you gotta get out of there. And look at Steen. Oh my god, not again, not again, not again. Kevin Steen! Just planting Brutus in the middle of the ring, but Julius is there to break it up. You would think that the Creed Bros have faith in each other, but perhaps Brutus wouldn't have been able to kick out of that. And now the pop-up power bomb from Kevin Steen for the cover, and Julius can't do anything about it. But what a kick out from Brutus Creed. Excuse me. And you hear the crowd tag team wrestling all around the arena. But the thing is, only one of these teams has been a tag team for more than a day. Now Steen trying to drag Brutus, but Brutus has Steen right where he wants him, but Steen with the forearm to the back of the knee of Brutus. Steen, oh no, not again, not again. Brutus, look behind you, kick to the midsection, and not again. Brutus Creed, no. Brutus Creed, those right hands to get out of the pop-up powerbomb once again. And Brutus back in the corner with Kevin Steen. Oh no. Brutus Creed and Steen able to get a DDT to fight out of it. And look at Steen. Tag to Tyler Black. Looking to have Tyler Black pick up the scraps of Brutus Creed. But no, Brutus off the mark there. And Tyler Black with a, oh my, Jesus Christ. Northern Lights from Tyler Black. And look at this. Tyler Black went for the splash, but knees up in time from Brutus. And now turning Tyler Black around, has him up in a torture rack positioning, and just plants him for the cover. But broken up by Steen. Brutus, reversed from Tyler Black. Oh no, Tyler Black went for a body slam, but Brutus with that DDT planting Tyler Black. Tyler Black just stumbling to his feet there, and the body slam connects that time. And we got Brutus Creed going up top now. Tyler Black is in trouble. Brutus Creed with a Brutus ball for the cover. Tyler Black is in trouble. 1, 2, 3. What a match, and the Creed brothers do it. They have defeated Tyler Black and Kevin Steen. What a match. What a win for the Creed brothers. That was a statement if I've ever seen one.
Hey, Rosa, what are you listening to?
Latin metal hit songs, they sound so buena.
But every song sounds the same. Why? Why? Why?
Get the hottest drink in the world. Twisted Shock Energy.
And for our next match, we got Jukiba up against Akira Tozawa. Jukiba last week, we saw him in the crowd. We saw him in the owner Remy Martin's office last week. He's anyways, for later on in the show, we have Of course, Thea versus Akari Shidori, a debut later on in non-title action. The pure champion Nathan Hammerstone, match 2 of Best of 7 series later on, where Hammerstone's 1-0 at the moment. With Michael Monet, Yuri Stevens, non-title action later on as well. And for the main event, we have championship action. AD Harris putting up his television championship against Wesley Parker. Wesley Parker was granted that television title match by the owner himself, Remy Martin, a few weeks back, and now he's getting it later on in the main event. But today, we have Jukiba, Akira Tozawa. Akira Tozawa has had a rough start here in UWF, of course getting bullied by a few superstars in the past, but he's here to put all of that to sleep. He's looking to get past the bullies, get past the hate, and he's gonna make Jukiba feel the power of Tozawa. Akira Tozawa in high spirits, although he's had a rough start here in UWF. But regardless, Akira Tozawa head high, looking to get his first win here in UWF. I think this is Akira Tozawa's first match as well. Although he's gotten bullied, although he's gotten pushed around, this is his first match, I'm pretty sure, in UWF history. So here we got it versus Jukiba. Actually, Jukiba's debut as well, to be fair. So we got debut action, debut versus debut. We have debut action here. We have debut versus debut. What the fuck? What the? Okay, well, Jukiba, Akira Tozawa, and Akira Tozawa just wants to fight. He just wants to fight you, and he's gonna get that pleasure right now. I don't know who this Jukiba person thinks he is, but you don't even know the first half of who Akira Tozawa used to be. But Jukiba going for a early cover in this matchup. Akira Tozawa kicking out at an early 2 count. And oh, what a right hook to the face. And soon there will be our next premium live event. In the next, I think, 2 weeks is our next premium live event. We have no updates as of now. The time that I'm recording this, I mean, we probably already have an update before this, hopefully. But surely we'll get that going soon. And look at Jukiba pushing Akira off. It went for a spear, Jukiba, but rolling out of the way. Now look at Jukiba with a waist lock, but Tozawa with the elbow up. Now waist lock of his own. These two are putting on a little bit of a mess. And look at Jukiba reaching for the ropes. He's basically grabbing the ropes, but the ref doesn't care. Now the roll up. Little schoolboy would know. Getting out of that one for the knee drop, but moving out of the way. Drop kick connects. Perfect drop kick from Jukiba with the Phoenix Splash. Going for the cover now. Leg is hooked on Tozawa. Only a 1 from Tozawa. Going for the low kick. Now locking back up. Tozawa and Jukiba putting on a masterclass of grabs. Now in the corner, but Tozawa elbow up. And the one for the hook again. The right hook to the face, but Jukiba unloading on Tozawa. One for the gut wrench, but Tozawa turning him around. One for a kick, but no, caught it. Forearm to the face. From behind, no, elbow up. Now the low kick to the knee. And those two are squaring off. Who would have thought that Tozawa in 2026 would have a masterclass with Jukiba? Hey, who knows? But these two squaring off. And Tozawa wants more. And Jukiba's giving it to him. These two eye to eye, toe to toe, fist to face. Jukiba and Tozawa, oh my god. And look at these fists raining down on one another. Tozawa getting the better of Jukiba. Kick to the knee now, and a Shining Wizard. Right to the face, and he's not quite done yet. We know what this is. The senton no knees up in time. Jukiba caught him. The drop kick again. Picture perfect. Going for the cover. Maybe that would end him, but just a 1. Gotta do more to put away Tozawa. Now Jakiba. Tozawa with those elbows digging into the midsection of Jakiba. Now, oh my god, the power of Tozawa in full display with the snake eyes. Tozawa, springboard, elbow drop right to the groin of Jakiba. Jesus Christ. And Tozawa's on fire. He is hyping himself up. Just what he needed, but Jakiba one step ahead of Tozawa. Look at Jakiba. Back in the ring now. Jakiba. Irish whip Tozawa in the corner. And the body slam planting Tozawa right where he wants him. But I think Tozawa was trying to get a little momentum. But Jakiba up top. Went for the Swanton bomb, but couldn't get it. Look at Tozawa. He doesn't care, but Jakiba caught him with a half and half. Landing Tozawa right on his cranium. Jakiba, no. Reversed by Tozawa right in the corner. And look at Jakiba one step ahead. And went for a submission hold, perhaps. The calf. Oh my god! Tozawa trying to hype himself up even more. But look at Jakiba up top. Went for zero gravity, but couldn't hit it. Now Tozawa on the offense. And Tozawa going back up top. Going back up, and no, again, went for the senton, but Jakiba, the knees up in time once again. The Irish whip from Jakiba. Dropping down, hopping over, and Jakiba went for another spear, but hopping over is Tozawa. Jakiba again in the driver's seat of this one. Again, Irish whip to the ropes, and no one for a belly-to-belly perhaps, but blocked by Tozawa. Akira Tozawa is in front of Jakiba every step of the way, but so is Jakiba with that forearm. These two are putting on a 5-star classic. Like it's WrestleMania in the main event of night 2. Powerbomb positioning. Jakiba just planting Tozawa on that top rope. That can't feel good on your throat. On your vocal cords. That's going to strain your voice for about a weekend. Tozawa's busted open. Tozawa's bleeding. Waistlock by Tozawa, but Jakiba elbow up. And Tozawa went for a roundhouse kick. In the corner, Jakiba, no. Tozawa. Oh my god, straight jacket German suplex for the cover. Jakiba's in trouble. And what a kick out from the masked luchador. And now the roundhouse kick this time. Went for one, but ducks it. And there it is. Akira Tozawa. The speed. The power of Tozawa. No. Went for a blockbuster. Looking to crank the neck. And the... Oh my god. The clothesline from hell. But Akira Tozawa. Elbows to the midsection. Another kick to the lower leg. And the Papa Hurricanrana. Now for the cover. Jakiba needs a lifeline. And the rope break. And he kicks out. I don't think the ref saw the rope break. But Jakiba was able to kick his feet up anyways. In the corner. Not anymore. The waist lock. And... oh, we'll go for a suplex maybe, but has... oh my god, Tozawa. Tozawa, no. Jakiba lets it go. That submission hold. Irish whip reverse again from Tozawa in the corner. Now working on that. Oh my, that leg, that knee of Jakiba. Now going for the springboard drop kick. Picture perfect drop kick from Tozawa. You know, he went for a kick again, but caught the foot. Jakiba reversed. And went for a back elbow, but Jakiba caught him with those forearms. That has him with an exploder suplex. Both men are down. Both men are out. What a masterclass. What a 5-star classic that these two superstars are putting on for us on a random Wednesday. Jakiba calling Tozawa to his feet. And a swanton bomb. No, not again. But Tozawa up top. And a shoulder block. Putting his body. And the senton hits this time. For the cover. And what a kick out from Jakiba. Tozawa on the apron. Springboard, went for the overdrop again. Jakiba though, setting up Tozawa. Just in the corner. And now the body slam this time connects. Going for the cover from a body slam. And no, Tozawa kicking out. Irish whip reversed. Running the ropes. Tozawa went for another back elbow but couldn't hit it. And look at Tozawa now caught him with the kicks and the super kick. Up back on the middle rope. The headbutt connects from Tozawa. Oh no, now going up top again. We know what this is. Another senton knees up in time. Jakiba been doing a good job. And now the float over Liger Bomb. Jakiba doing a good job of getting his knees up in time for that senton. And look at Jakiba fired up on all cylinders. Fired up. Going for Heaven's Gate. No. Moving out of the way is Akira Tozawa. And now another Shining Wizard. Back on the apron, going up top. Oh my god, Jakiba in the drop zone. Move out of the way, Jakiba. Senton again. He's up in time. Jakiba. And another float over Liger Bomb. What a match that these two men are putting on for us today. Jakiba getting a breather, but no, Jakiba going back up top. And Tozawa caught him. Another senton, but again, the knees up are in time. The knees are up in time. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, apologies. And now look at Tozawa. But the elbow right to the midsection once again. Another float over Liger Bomb from Jakiba. Jesus. How many Liger Bombs does Tozawa need to put him away? He's struggling to his feet, but Jakiba's got him right where he wants him. But no, Tozawa still ahead of him on the ropes now. Look at Tozawa. Look at this. Irish whip. Under the legs and the Hurricanrana. Perfect. And now look at Tozawa showing off for the UWF Universe. Going for a springboard. Poison Rana. Tozawa not quite finished yet. Time to crank that neck. Tozawa, no, up on his feet already. And another pop-up Hurricanrana from Akira Tozawa. What a match. These two they're still going, by the way. I feel like we just watched the Dog Pound match, and now we're watching this match. But look at Jakiba again. That DDT to reverse, to counter, and look at Jakiba up top with Akira Tozawa back to his feet, and Swanton Bomb hits this time for the cover. And there it is, Jakiba with the win. What a big win over Akira Tozawa. Jakiba on his debut. Unfortunate for Tozawa, but Jakiba is just getting started, and the UWF Universe loves this guy. This is definitely a fan favorite with the upstate New York crowd. Jakiba. Look at this, man. He's crazy. He's insane. Jakiba just showing off for the UWF Universe. Look at this. Jakiba. Wait a second. Wait a second. That's the masked man, and Jakiba's out of here. That's the same masked man, hoodied individual from the last few weeks. Oh no. Akira Tozawa by his lonesome in the corner, and oh no, who is this guy? We need security. And Tozawa's fighting back from the steel chair. And look at this. No, went for a Hurricanrana. But this masked man is on top of it. Oh no, steel chair in hand. Oh no, what are we about to witness? Tozawa's bleeding from head to toe, propping up the steel chair. The arm, oh my god. Someone, get some help for Tozawa. Someone, he just went through a grueling match. Please, you're gonna break his arm. Someone needs to get security. What are we doing? This man is not gonna stop until his arm is broken. And Tozawa's tapping. Tozawa's tapping out. Please have mercy for Akira Tozawa. And wait a second. And that's the Diamond Wolves. Jason Payne and Diamante. Their music's playing and the masked man is out of here. The masked man is gone. And there's Jason Payne. And there's Diamante. Looking to help Akira Tozawa, their friend. And the masked man is out of here. The masked man is gone. The Diamond Wolves to the rescue. The UWF Tag Team Champions to the rescue. But we still have a show. We have Thea versus Akari Shidori. Akari Shidori's debut here in UWF in a non-title bout against the fiery Frenchwoman, the UWF Openweight Champion, Thea. And of course, as we saw last week, 8 superstars, men and women, fought in a battle royale that Thea proposed to determine her next challenger for that right there championship, the Openweight Championship. And we saw Thea's rival and many other companies, Taryn Breeze, win in a crazy Final 2 with Shell Gonzalez. Taryn Breeze came out on top, and we're gonna see Taryn Breeze versus Thea, and Taryn Breeze has already screwed Thea out of opportunities before. And Taryn Breeze is back. She's here in UWF for the last month or so, and she just won a battle royale to perhaps steal another opportunity from Thea. And you know, rumor has it, the next premium live event is when those two will meet, Thea and Taryn Breeze, for the Openweight Championship. Can the fiery Frenchwoman once again retain her championship, or will Taryn Breeze steal another moment, another opportunity from her? This match though, Akari Shidori and Thea, is going to be a great match. Akari Shidori, our newest signing to UWF, versus the Openweight Champion, Thea. And now the debut, the newest signing to UWF's roster. This is Akari Shidori. We have a lot of Japanese superstars here in UWF. I love to see it. I mean, we have Japan versus France. There we go. Kyoto versus Paris. There we go. Akari Shidori versus Thea. The fiery Frenchwoman versus the Kyoto Empress. I mean, I could name a few dream matches that I would love to see that would feature Akari Shidori. Micah Mori-Monet, Cameron Blade, Yuri Stevens. This right here, Thea, is a great match. I mean, of course, we'll have our own opinions on what would be a dream match for ourselves, but for me, that's just a few to name. To place versus Akari Shidori and Thea. Imagine if this was a title opportunity. Now, take it. It's not a title match, but if Akari Shidori can get this win, that would be big for this Japanese superstar. We have the fiery Frenchwoman, Openweight Champion Thea, and then we have Akari Shidori. Let's ring that damn bell. This is going to be a masterclass of a match. We just saw Jakiba versus Akira Tozawa. Now we're seeing Thea versus Akari Shidori. I mean, we've had Mad Dog West versus Gus Novell. The Creed brothers versus ROH legends like Kevin Steen and Tyler Black. This match, how can any match surpass the last 3 matches we saw? And this match might just do it. Thea locking up with Akari Shidori. You better remember that name. You better remember that name. Thea has been on a run as openweight champion, of course, defeating the likes of Eddie King, the now one-half UWF Tag Team Champion, Jason Payne. We just saw Jason Payne and Diamante save Akira Tozawa from getting his arm broken from that masked hoodie individual that we still need to find out who that is. We need security on top of that. But look at Akari Shidori with a knee to the midsection, now the kicks to the chest. Thea rolling out of the way to get a breather, now leaving the ring at ringside. Akari Shidori looking to get a start in this matchup, but look at Thea and Akari with that right hook, or that left hook, I mean, whatever. And look at Thea throwing Akari Shidori into the steel steps, doing what it takes. And again, the openweight champion doing whatever it may take. Oh my, a headbutt to the midsection. And now the ref had a 4 count already. Akari throwing the fiery Frenchwoman. Now look at Akari. Has her up. Thea's in trouble. Torture rack positioning. Death Valley driver at a, what was that, a 6 count? 7 count. Thea needs to get back in the ring. And she doesn't. No, there she is. And look at Akari, now the chop. With Thea back at her. Akari, those elbows to the midsection. And now those chops, those combos from Akari. Shidori working on that knee. Now, going up top now. Look at Akari. Akari Shidori with the Meteora missing. Knees first into the canvas. That's gotta hurt. Waist lock from Thea. Thea has Akari up in a body slam. Down to Shidori. Going up top now. Look at Thea up top. She doesn't fly often, but when she flies, it comes with a fireball. What a match this is already. And Thea's not looking to stop there. Looking for... No, Shidori caught her with a forearm. But Thea ducking out with the right hook of her own. Oh, no, my God. Thea and Akari Shidori. What a match this is. On a random Wednesday of the month. You would think that this would be on a main stage. But instead, you are getting a treat here today. The Kyoto Cross. And what a kick out from the fiery Frenchwoman. Kyoto, Japan native. Paris, France native. Went for a frog splash. The Kyoto Empress versus the fiery Frenchwoman. Put it on a t-shirt. And now look at Akari Shidori. Forearm to the back. Irish whip. Akari hopping over. And a pop-up right hook. Thea might be out of it. She might be lights out. That might be it. No. Akari Shidori putting up a hell of a fight for our fiery Frenchwoman here today. But look at Thea. The strength of Thea. But no. Akari with the roll-up. 2 count. Thea getting out of it. Now look at Akari telling her opponent to get up to her feet. With a chop in. Right back at her with a chop of her own. Thea. And now has her up. Headbutt connects. But Akari back up at her. Back up on her feet. Sorry. And look at Akari. Waist lock from behind. Has her. Oh my God. A gut wrench from Akari Shidori. And Thea is in the bottom of that turnbuckle with a drop kick from Akari Shidori. All the way from Kyoto, Japan. And look at Akari Shidori with the submission locked in. The submission's locked in. And now kicking her off. And look at Thea with the clothesline. Trying to get a rally from the upstate New York crowd here in attendance. What a rally from Thea. And the crowd is loving. Oh my God. It's Taryn Breeze. Looking to cost Thea another match. That is Thea's #1 contender for the Openweight Championship. The one that won E8 Superstar Battle Royale last week. What is Taryn Breeze doing here? I mean, we know what she's doing here. Looking to get in the head of Thea. And Taryn Breeze looking to take a leave. Looking to leave the arena after that. Looking to play some mind games with the fiery French woman. And now Thea showing her who's champ. And Taryn Breeze is gone. But look out from behind you. Akari Shidori from behind. And another fireball! Thea! Looking to take it home, but Akari Shidori, reversal! Inverted DDT! And now Thea might just be in trouble, staggering to her feet! Kick to the midsection! Kyoto Cross! For the cover! And what a win for Akari Shidori! Over the fiery Frenchwoman Thea. But at what cost? With help from Taryn Breeze, Thea's #1 contender. But regardless, what a match. What a debut for Akari Shidori. Right here in Upstate Wrestling. Now it looks like Tyler Black and Kevin Steen are in the back talking after their loss from earlier. Kevin Steen blaming Tyler Black about their loss. I wonder what this is about. Tyler Black back at him, blaming him for the loss earlier versus the Creeds. Oh, a little shot to Kevin Steen. Oh, that's wrong, Steen. You know better. I certainly didn't laugh. Kevin Steen and Tyler Black looking to get on the same track. But up next, we have Pierre Chamberlain, Nathan Hammerstone. Hammerstone has Pierre up on the score. Can Pierre Chamberlain get on the board? But up next, this is match 2 in the best of 7 series. Pierre Chamberlain versus Nathan Hammerstone. We've had a crazy show so far. And of course, what is that? Don Callis? Behind Pierre Chamberlain? Pierre Chamberlain looking like he's joining the Don Callis family. And of course, if you've been enjoying this episode, consider liking, it's free. And also, know what else is free? Subscribing to the channel. And of course, comment down below what match you liked best. And down below in the description, you could join the UWF Universe today by joining the Discord. It should be down below somewhere in the description. You should find it. Join up. Whether you're a viewer or you want to be part of the roster, join the Discord today. Pierre Chamberlain versus Nathan Hammerstone. This is match 2. Hammerstone up on the score. And it looks like Pierre Chamberlain with Don Callis at his side. Don Callis family in full effect here today. Well, not really full effect, but he's here. He's here, and he's more balder than ever. But up next, his opponent. I feel like we have a lot of dogs in UWF. This is Nathan Hammerstone. He's a Cerberus, not a dog. And outside of the tunnel waiting for him is Paul Heyman. This is a battle. I mean, of course, it is a battle. It's a war between Hammerstone and Chamberlain. But it's also managers. You got Paul Heyman and Don Callis. Who would have thought Paul Heyman and Don Callis in the same area, in the same vicinity? I mean, and it's a best of 7 series. You can't get anything better than this. Nathan Hammerstone, of course, we saw the Creed brothers earlier today pick up a massive win over Kevin Steen and Tyler Black, and we just heard them moments ago, you know, in a little bit of disagreement on how their match went, but the Creed brothers nonetheless picking up a big W over the ROH Legends, Ring of Honor. Shout out. This man right here, back in Vegas, won the first ever High Roller Gauntlet match to get a contract, and that contract expires in December. And that contract says that he can cash in on any championship in his division, obviously. This man has all the momentum at the moment. And now we got Pierre Chamberlain up against Nathan Hammerstone, Paul Heyman, Don Callis at ringside. Don Callis at the side of Pierre now. I mean, you must be thinking, like, what's Pierre doing with the Kingdom and Don Callis, Micah Mori Monet? I mean, I'm sure Pierre, I mean, we haven't gotten word yet that Pierre's not in the Kingdom. Pierre is most certainly still a part of the Kingdom, but just adding a little flavor to the mix while he's working on that knee of Hammerstone. Hammerstone off the, oh my god, springboard. Jesus, whisper in the wind from Nathan Hammerstone. You don't see Hammerstone fly often at all, but when he does, it's effective. As you can probably imagine with that, the strength, the body, the physique of Hammerstone. Look at Pierre though, just pushing Hammerstone in the corner, the kick to the midsection. And look at Pierre looking to get a running start. No. The feet are up in time, and Hammerstone back on the offense. Hammerstone now looking over to Don Callis. I mean, yeah, you must be wondering what Hammerstone is thinking. You know, he's got Heyman, and you thought the odds were on your side, but now Pierre answers with Don Callis, which is a debate that Don Callis might even bring the odds on his favor of Pierre Chamberlain, because Don Callis, I mean, you think of Paul Heyman as one of the best microphone talker, one of the best talkers on the microphone in the world of wrestling, but Don Callis has been on a generational run with the Don Callis family as of late. And look at, speaking of Don Callis, on the apron trying to get in the head of Hammerstone, but Hammerstone doesn't care. Hammerstone is not affected by it. Whatever Callis has to say, he's not affected by the bald head. Bald is Don Callis, and Hammerstone now in the corner, those jabs and the right hook, and just choking the life out of Chamberlain. Jesus Christ. Hammerstone now not finished, in the cannonball to follow up. Hammerstone just, oh my, deadlifting Chamberlain up with a running power slam. And look at Hammerstone, the Cerberus, with the Creed brothers on a big win earlier on tonight. Hammerstone must be loving it so far, but hopefully can end off this night with a win of his own. I mean, it'd be a perfect night for Hell Cerberus. And now just leaning Pierre up on the ropes. And oh no, 23 miles per hour. Stone Cleaver. Hammerstone, fast as a bullet. And fast as a slow-moving car under the speed limit. Look at Hammerstone, breakpoint spear. And there's a kendo stick in the middle of the ring, but the ref has to get the cover. But what a kickoff from Pierre Chamberlain. And Paul Heyman a little disappointed, but on the other hand, Don Callis gritting his teeth looking at this performance. Pierre Chamberlain needs something with a frog splash from Hammerstone. Hammerstone picking his opponent back up to his feet though. And look at Chamberlain now off the, oh my god, the ropes and went for the lariat, but Hammerstone getting out of harm's way right there. Wise move from Hammerstone with the Irish whip now. Look at Hammerstone has went for a belly to belly perhaps, and Chamberlain those right hooks down to the face. Oh my, went for the chop, but Hammerstone blocked it. Now right in the corner. Here we go. Whoa. Chamberlain with a kick to the midsection again, and this time full speed ahead and went for the clothesline, but no, Hammerstone caught him. Hammerstone kick to the midsection, powerbomb position, no. Chamberlain those right fist down, and look at Heyman up on the apron now, but off the apron, thinking twice about what he's trying to do, and look at Hammerstone caught. Oh no, Chamberlain, oh my god, just tossing Chamberlain, and Hammerstone back to the corner, telling his opponent to get up to his feet. The forearm, no, ducking the forearm. Chamberlain just dodging a bullet, I guess you can say, and back in the corner by Don. Oh my, went for the back elbow, and look at Chamberlain with the dragon sleeper locked in, and no, Hammerstone with no effort getting out of that submission hold. Hammerstone dragging Chamberlain to the corner, and Chamberlain busted open, bleeding, with his head bouncing off of it. Look at Hammerstone, break point! Hammerstone with the cover! And what a kick out. Pierre Chamberlain, strong kick out, and Pierre back up on his feet, and went for something there, but Hammerstone caught him, just walking him across the ring, but Chamberlain, those elbows to the neck. And now, oh no, Chamberlain out again, Chamberlain, the power bomb on the knee. Chamberlain telling Hammerstone to protect your neck, or protect your back, either one. There you go, and calling Hammerstone up to his feet. Look at, oh my god, look at Pierre with a spinning, oh my god, sit out powerbomb, pile driver of some sort. Pierre with the cover, and what a kick out. Don Callis trying to give some motivation to Pierre at ringside, and you can tell Don Callis is not happy with the kick out from Nate Hammerstone, telling Hammerstone to stay down. But oh my god, Hammerstone's not going to stay down. He is not going to die today. Just planting Chamberlain. And look at Hammerstone. And look at Don Callis. Just mocking Hammerstone, telling him to stay down. But look at Pierre from behind. But no, Hammerstone, elbow up. And now these punches to the gut. And oh my, what a right hook to the face. And has Pierre up high. And just tosses him to the barricade. And Hammerstone, oh no. Look at Hammerstone running around the whole arena. There's Paul Heyman and running around. And break point to Don Callis. Don Callis getting folded. And look at Chamberlain tossing Hammerstone right on his head on the outside at ringside. And you hear the UWF Universe. This is awesome. Because it is awesome. You know, Chamberlain back in the ring. Chamberlain, look at Chamberlain, has him up again. Another powerbomb on the knee. And now Chamberlain all fired up with Hammerstone staggering to his feet. Look at Chamberlain off the ropes. The single knee. The running knee for the cover. Deep hook on the leg. And what a win for Pierre Chamberlain. With Pierre Chamberlain on the board at 1-1, evening up the score. What a match. But speaking of Pierre Chamberlain, his other half, Micah Monet versus Yuri Stevens, non-title action. That is right now clearing the ring for this matchup between Japanese women, Japanese superstars. The UWF Women's World Champion is up first. Micah Monet, where she will face Cameron Blade at our next UWF Premium Live event. And that is for the championship. Maika Morimoune, that pink custom women's world title that she's been holding for quite some time. I mean, Maika Morimoune has been on a generational run here in UWF. You see the new gear, the new look, and the pink championship fits her very, very well. But of course, her opponent is also someone that's been on a weird run as of late. Of course, unfortunately taking a loss to Cameron Blade in a steel cage a few weeks back. She's also been looking for this opportunity herself. Of course, it's a non-title match. Yuri Stevens. Of course, Yuri Stevens. What can I say? I say it every week. Her demeanor, her attitude has changed. And I'm not saying I agree with it, because of course, look where it's gotten her. Look where it's gotten Yuri. I mean, she's in a match versus the champion, but it's a non-title match, and besides, you're not up next for the championship. That's Cameron Blade. So, Yuri, if I were you, I would take a few steps back and look in the mirror, because you obviously are not getting a title opportunity anytime soon. I mean, if you were to beat Maika Morimoune here tonight, maybe that would grant you one, but let's think about that after the match, because where you are right now in life, I wouldn't agree with it in the slightest. Then we got Maika Morimoune up against Yuri Stevens, the UWF Women's World Champion non-title match. Of course, Maika Morimoune has a challenger at our next Premium Live event, which I'm hoping there's an announcement before this episode airs on YouTube. And now the waist lock locked in by Maika Morimoune, just wrenching on it. Yuri reaching for the ropes. I think she does have the ropes, but I don't think the ref is there in position to look at it, and belly to back, planting Yuri down. The champion, never mind, I was about to say in full control, but commentator's curse. Yuri Stevens, oh, going for the springboard, oh god, the one for the moonsault, but rolling out of the way is Maika Morimoune. Maika, no, Yuri, right hook. And oh, raking the eyes. The ref has to get in the way, but I wouldn't even, if I was a ref, I would not get in the way of Yuri Stevens. She is on the loose, and she is not under control. Look at Maika, though. Full speed ahead. The double knees to the midsection. Maika, oh no, Maika. Loving this, though. The champ, but Yuri fighting back, shutting that shit down. And the roll-up, but that's a rope break. The ref is there to call that one. Rolling out of the ring, and Yuri's telling her to bring it. The champ will certainly do that, but Yuri now. Irish whip reversed from Maika, throwing her to the opposite corner. And now, oh no, working on the legs press. Look at Maika, though. Full speed. And oh my god, the kick right to the midsection, if you will. Now look at Maika now. Just planting those feet into the chest of Yuri Stevens. And no, Yuri, get out of the way, rolling through, up on their feet. And look at Yuri with a sling blade to follow up. Great sequence from the two. And now look at Yuri Stevens, that moonsault off the springboard. Yuri is unbelievable, of course. Ever since coming to UWF, Yuri has put herself at the front of the line. And now, look at Yuri! Fairy tail ending! For the cover, she could be at the front of the line right here, right now. And what a kick out from the champ. Of course, Cameron Blade is at the front of the line, but what would that do for Yuri Stevens if she took the win over the women's champion? That would definitely put her in the next of the line behind Cameron Blade. And look at Yuri! Face planting, face first to the champ for the cover. No! The champion, somehow, some way. Maika Morimoune staying alive. And no, Yuri Stevens plays it and run to the champ. The champ in trouble. Just head first into the canvas. The champ. Oh no, the champ is in trouble. The champ needs to. Punt kick. No, missing. And now the Sling Blade. Yuri is not taking her foot off the gas. Yuri is on go. 7 days of the week, 24 hours of the day. But Micah shutting it down. And I think someone's busted open. I think that's Micah's blood. And now, oh my god, look at Micah. Those elbows to the chest, lifting her up and just planting Yuri down with the leg hooked. The champion. No, just a 1 count. Yuri Stevens. What a kick out from Yuri. And now Yuri caught the foot in a forearm to the face of Micah Morimoune. Waist lock, turning her around though. Has her up and just landing her on the top rope. Now Yuri Stevens going to the apron. Springboard. Phenomenal forearm missing. Micah. No, and Micah can't get anything to go. Instead, it's Yuri Stevens on the offense once again. Sling Blade. Shades of Finn Balor. Shades of AJ Styles. Some inspirations for Yuri Stevens. Of course, the phenomenal forearm. Then the Sling Blades. Yuri Stevens. What does she have to do to put away the champ? Oh my god. Oh my god. Fairy tale ending. Once again. I mean, shades of Tommaso Ciampa. Oh, Jesus Christ. And look at Yuri sizing up the champ. Sizing her up. And no, Micah. The inverted DDT from Micah Morimoune. And just stalking her from behind. Stalking her from behind in the knee. And the clothesline sending Yuri down. And both women are down. The Women's World Champion in the pink and white. Yuri Stevens in the blue and black and white. And now Micah Carter. Micah Carter with the submission locked in. With the submission locked in. Yuri's in trouble. But Yuri quickly getting out of it. With those knees to the side of the face of Micah. And now Micah Carter, the slap. But these two going toe to toe. Back and forth. Micah, Yuri, Micah, Yuri. What a match this is. A dream. I mean, we technically saw this a few months ago. And the flatliner for the cover on Yuri Stevens. And what a kick out. We saw this a few months back at our first PLE, First Destination, back in Canada. We saw this matchup after Yuri Stevens, oh my god, what a boot. After Yuri Stevens threw herself into a gauntlet the week before, making it, what was it, 5 or 6 women instead of 4 or 5? And Yuri Stevens unfortunately lost that title match. And if Micah Morimoune can pin Yuri Stevens 2 times in a row, what would that do for Yuri Stevens' future in the Women's World Championship rankings? And look at Micah Morimoune. Went for the clothesline, but Yuri Carter with an Irish whip. What a Japanese arm drag that was. Yuri Stevens, Sling Blade again. Knocking her down. Going for the springboard moonsault. And he's up in time. Micah Morimoune a step ahead of Yuri Stevens. But the high kick, the slap, the chops, the knees, the European uppercut. Now look at Micah. Dropping down. Has, oh my god, Yuri Stevens for the cover. And what a kick out from Yuri Stevens. What a match this is. And this is the pre-main event. We still have a championship match after this for the main event. Look at Yuri. Look at Yuri Stevens. But clothesline from Micah. Micah Morimoune has Yuri up. Irish whip reversed again from Yuri. Went for ducking that, whatever that was. I don't know what that was. But look at Yuri. Look at Micah with the flatliner in the middle of the ring. Nowhere to go. Leg is hooked. And what a win for the champ. Micah Morimoune with the win. The massive win for the champion. I mean, she's a champion for a reason. That is exactly why she's holding that championship. And there's Cameron Blade walking down, looking to say a few words maybe to the champ. Cameron Blade and Micah staring down at each other, instead blowing kisses. And Micah giving her the same respect back, but Yuri Stevens from behind. Cameron, look behind you. Yuri Stevens is still here. I mean, she just went through a hard-fought match. But look at Cameron Blade taking advantage and planting. Yuri's down. Cameron Blade is not done yet. But no, just... oh my, getting rid of Yuri Stevens. And now back at it, Cameron and Yuri. This match will happen in a few weeks. But up next, A.D. Harris, Wesley Parker for the television championship for the main event.
Welcome to the Bullet Train. If you are hearing this, congratulations. You are now a part of the competition. The rules are simple. Every 15 minutes, the train comes to a stop for a full minute, and everyone on this train is out to get you.
This is where you fall. This is your last stand before the fall, and the moment right before I end your dwindling hopes myself. My only regret is that I have to be the one to do it.
If you do this, no. If we do this, there will be no going back.
All I ever dreamed of was being a star. That dream is dead. Now I look to become something more, something beyond my limits. It is finally time to truly begin.
They also each have their own individual reasons for being here. However, only one can survive. Whether it be by knockout, out of the train bound, or by submission, whoever is the last one standing on this train will be declared the winner and official Hoshi Oja champion. Good luck, and may the best wrestler win.
Even if you try to throw me down, I will get back up. I am not losing. I can't lose. Not now, not ever.
Don't you get it? This is a bullet train to fucking know.
Yes, sir. I have returned from my little vacation. And before I left, me and our wonderful CEO, we had a conversation. He was talking about how we were gonna fix the wrong that happened at High Stakes. First, Ray and Aries, they're aware that when they come back, they might not get the same idea of when I come back, and that's going back after the titles they lost. But all in all, they still are owed a tag team title rematch clause. Now, Remy did make it seem like they might have to kind of earn it, but everybody knows that when you lose tag belts, you're usually offered a rematch clause. And that's just how I see things. But I respect Remy, and I respect how we get things done here. So I'm not going to hold that against him. Now, on to my next point. Laz, see, we went into High Stakes, and your actions caused us to have a triple threat match. And Remy even agreed with me that why was it my fault that you wanted to be a dumb son of a bitch and make our match a triple threat, while I was working my way back to that title match. You see how that doesn't make sense? Just for you to pin the person that you got added to the match because your dumbass mistakes. Because I've already put Jordan in my fucking past. He's a waste of my fucking time. But besides that, I don't really care. Remy did say it's potentially I might get a rematch clause because that wasn't my fucking fault. Or because of your fucking actions, I might have to redo what I did the first time and beat everybody he puts in front of me again just to come take that belt. So, I don't care what really happens, but you know what's going to happen when I get back to you. Yeah, you beat me once. Yeah, you beat me twice. Yeah, but you know the difference between that second time. You had to have somebody else get pinned. And that's where I stand on that you're a lousy fucking champion. So, when I return, when the kingdom returns, don't expect the same people who left. Don't expect the ones who couldn't get the job done. Because when I step back into that ring glass, just know, you might not believe it, but your title is slowly slipping away.
Now it is time for our main event. The television championship match. This man, Wesley Parker, still yet to go up against Jose Rodriguez for his FPW championship from the time of this recording, obviously. But Wesley Parker has been granted a television championship match. Eddie Harris putting his title up on the line here in today's main event. Wesley Parker, this is the match of a lifetime, an opportunity of a lifetime for Wesley Parker. Of course, getting eliminated in the 8 Superstar Battle Royale last week to go for Thea's Openweight Championship. But Wesley Parker, knowing that he was in a Battle Royale and knowing he had this match to look forward to, he knew he had more than one opportunity. Which means he was not worried about getting eliminated in the Battle Royale because his chances of winning this match are a lot higher than a damn Battle Royale. Besides, if he were to win that Battle Royale, he would still have to go versus Thea. So this match is a one and done. If Wesley can win this match, he's television champion, but he has to get through this man, the leader of the Golden Generation, the television champion, A.D. Harris. He defeated Jack Dale many months back, and he is still champion. Versus Wesley Parker, though, this is going to be a challenge for both men. Of course, you're going up against a long reigning television champion, one of the longest reigning champions we have. Honestly, I think it's Michael Monet, Lazarus Hyde are like the two longest, right? And then you got A.D. Harris, I'm pretty sure. And of course, Thea's there as well. Thea defeated Jason Payne, Eddie King. But then you got A.D. Harris. He's one of the longest ones. We only got 6 championships, and obviously we have a women's mid-card championship in the making. We'll look out for that one. But here we have Wesley Parker, baby, going up against A.D. Harris. This match is going to be absolutely nuts. The leader of the Golden Generation, A.D. Harris right there. Also in FPW. Wesley Parker's also in FPW as well, if I'm not mistaken. The television championship, baby. That's what it's all about. Earlier hardcore title match where Mad Dog West, the first dog pound match, Mad Dog West retained. And now we have television championship on the line. Here we go. Ring that damn bell, you referee. And here we go. Both men to the center of the ring. And Wesley Parker looking for a handshake. And A.D. Harris, the champ, shakes the hand, respecting Wesley Parker. What a match this is, though. And Wesley Parker with that super kick to start things off. And Wesley Parker looking to take things up a notch with that cutter. Wesley Parker, one of one. Wesley Parker. And locking up in that corner. They got to get out of the corner. A.D. Harris pushing Parker down. But A.D. Harris had Wesley up in the corner. But Wesley went for the high kick. And went for a high kick of his own. And these two are going back and forth, back and forth. And look at A.D. Harris. DDT. Wesley looking to take a little breather. This match just started. Looking to take things outside the ring. And went for the double axe handle, but AD caught him. Oh my god, what a drop kick. This is the main event. What a show we've had today. And we're ending things off with a championship match. AD, no, Wesley kicking the knee there, the back of the knee. Look at Wesley, but AD caught the foot in that forearm. These two got to get back in the ring. You can't win a championship by count out. You have to bring your opponent, you have to bring the champion in the ring and pin or submit him. Of course, champion's advantage. At a 6 count, both men back in the ring. Wesley Parker now going for the springboard. Went for a moonsault of some sort, and he caught him a little bit, nicked him right on the nose, right on the face. 1 count. The champion with a kick out at 1. AD Harris caving! No, missing it. Hardly missing it. I think Wesley went for a super kick. AD went for the cave-in. Now we got Wesley Parker and never mind, AD Harris with a headlock with Wesley in a seated position. That's a rope break, but that's a rope break, but the ref doesn't care. The ref being a little lenient for a title match. Now hammerlock applied on AD Harris. The size difference, by the way, let's talk about it. Wesley Parker a few inches taller than AD Harris. And now headlock locked in on AD. And AD getting out of it with a waist lock now on the challenger. And oh my god, swiping him off his feet. AD Harris. AD Harris dragging Wesley Parker back to the corner. Going for a body slam? No. Wesley, the inverted DDT. You see the new arm tattoo from Wesley. Looking good. The barbed moonsault going for the cover on the champion. Could that do it? Just a 1 count. The champion kicking out at a 1. Wesley Parker. This would be a crazy win for him, being the new television champion. Of course, back in the day, he was TWF United States champion. A crazy accomplishment for him back in the day. And now AD Harris, both men going back and forth, back and forth. The float over, Liger Bomb connects. Wesley Parker putting a stop to that little sequence. And now Wesley dragging the champ out to the middle of the ring, about almost to the middle of the ring. And now AD Harris with a roundhouse kick right to the midsection of Wesley Parker. Wesley back on his feet now. Look at AD. Now Wesley Parker, oh no, has AD down for in a seated position. Hell of a call from Wesley Parker. And now Wesley, oh no, going up top. We know what this is. The Wesley special, no! Knees up in time. AD Harris. I thought he was about to go for the for the cave-in right there. The kick to the midsection. Now look at AD. Wait a second. The uppercut, the back elbow. Plants him right there, and it's 619. And now going for the springboard, European uppercut. What a sequence from AD Harris. AD's all fired up. The champion is firing on all cylinders. Can he retain the television championship? Selena Del Sol with the cover locked in. And what a kick out from the challenger. Wesley Parker staying in this matchup. And AD going up. Oh no, AD Harris going up top now. Telling Wesley to get to his feet. Oh no, AD Harris up top. And the arm drag from AD Harris. The champion is unbelievable. I mean, of course, he's a champion for a reason. When I say a champion's unbelievable, you know exactly why they're unbelievable. They are a champion for a reason. And now on the apron, AD Harris, another European uppercut. Now AD Harris going up top. Now AD Harris looking for the diving corkscrew moonsault. No. Knees up. Knees up in time. Wesley Parker pushing AD back into the corner. No, look at Wesley. Oh no, Wesley. No, AD turning the tables around on Wesley. Wait a second. Went for the forearm, but Wesley caught him. What? Oh no, Wesley Parker on his shoulders and plants him down with a cutter. Wesley Parker, gotta drag your opponent, drag the champion to the middle of the ring so you can get a cover so there's no rope break, and he does for the cover. And what a kick out, Jesus Christ. That was so close to being a new champion. The champion already back to his feet. Went for a springboard, but AD stopped him, throwing him to the corner. Went for another forearm, but couldn't get it. The knee to the midsection, and now has AD up. And going for the snake. No, one for the snake eyes. I mean, technically, snake eyes on the top rope. If you want to be technical, it wasn't really a snake eyes. And look at Wesley. Just, oh my God. He could be breaking the arm as we speak. And what a match this is for the main event. Wait a second, that's the blueprint. That's Jose Rodriguez all the way from FPW. And Wesley Parker getting rid of him. Wesley Parker, turn back around. Turn back around, Wesley. And the cave-in, no! Wesley Parker countering the cave-in with a power bomb. And now, the hell of a call! Wesley Parker, you can do it! Go up top for the Wesley special! But the knees are up in time from AD Harris, the champion! And now, look at AD throwing Wesley back into the corner. And there's a drop kick, but I don't think he's done yet. He's not done. Another drop kick right in the corner. AD, what's he doing? Going up to the middle rope, calling Wesley to his feet. What's he looking for? Code red. But AD, the champion, is not calling this match. Wait, oh my God, AD Harris. What are you doing? Up top! Wesley Parker's pushed up top! Go for a super plex! But he's not done yet! And Neckbreaker for the cover to retain the television championship! And he does! What a match! What a main event! And still, television champion! Like, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below what match you liked best.